Hello and welcome. I'm very happy you are here today. This video is made especially for people who want to improve their English skills, whether you are a beginner or an intermediate learner. This story will help you practice your reading, listening, and speaking. You can follow along with the words and hear how they sound in natural English today. I'll tell you a simple but powerful story about a boy named Amir, who grew up in a poor town but dreamed of changing his life through education and hard work. This story will help you learn new English words, understand sentence structures, and most importantly, it will inspire you to never give up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this story called The Journey of a Dreamer. Let's begin. Amir lived in a small town beside a wide, dusty river. The streets were full of children playing barefoot. The air smelled of smoke and fried snacks, and the sound of rickshaws filled the mornings. Amir's house was tiny, 2 small rooms made of brick and tin sheets. His father worked as a bus driver, and his mother sold homemade snacks in front of their home. Money was always tight, but the house was full of love. Amir was 13 years old. He didn't have fancy clothes or new school supplies. His backpack was old and torn, but inside it, he carried his biggest treasure, a notebook filled with English words and small dreams. Every night, Amir sat beside a weak light bulb and studied. When power went out, he used a candle. When the candle finished, he used the small light from his mother's phone. He whispered English words to himself. "My name is Amir. I want to be a teacher. I will work hard." He wasn't perfect. He often mispronounced words, but he kept practicing because he believed English could change his life. At school, Amir's teacher once asked the class, "What do you want to become in the future?" Some students said, "Doctor." Others said, "Engineer." But Amir said quietly, "I want to be a teacher who helps poor students like me." The classroom laughed. A boy shouted, "You can't even speak English properly. How will you become a teacher?" Amir smiled shyly and said nothing. He remembered something his mother always said, "Let people laugh, my son. One day they will clap." That year was difficult. Amir's father lost his job for a few months when his bus company closed. There was very little money. Amir's mother sold more snacks, but some days they ate only rice and salt. Still, Amir went to school. He walked 4 kilometers every morning. When it rained, he carried his shoes in his hands and walked barefoot through the mud. His uniform got wet, but he didn't care. He kept walking at home. He helped his mother in the evening, then studied late into the night. Sometimes he fell asleep with his head on his notebook. One night, his father looked at him and said, "You study so much, Amir. Don't you get tired?" Amir smiled and said, "Yes, Baba, but I don't want to drive buses like you. I want to teach children." His father nodded slowly. He didn't say much, but his eyes were full of pride. At school, Amir's English teacher, Mr. Rahim, noticed his effort. He saw how Amir stayed after class, reading the same book again and again. One afternoon, Mr. Rahim called him and said, "Amir, I can see you are serious about learning. Would you like to borrow this?" He handed Amir a small English storybook. It was old, the pages yellow, but to Amir, it looked like gold. He took it home and read it every night. He didn't understand all the words, but he looked them up in an old dictionary he found in the school library. Each new word was like a small door opening in his mind. He wrote them in his notebook and practiced their pronunciation out loud. Sometimes, his neighbors laughed when they heard him speaking English to himself. They said Amir wants to go to America, and laughed loudly, but Amir didn't care. He smiled and kept reading. One morning, the headmaster announced an English competition for all students. Whoever won would receive free tuition for 1 year. It was a big opportunity for Amir. He wanted to help. His parents saved money. He decided to participate. The topic was simple: my future dream. For 2 weeks, Amir practiced his speech. He wrote it by hand, erased mistakes, and wrote it again. He practiced pronunciation using YouTube videos from the school computer. The day of the competition arrived. Amir stood on the stage with shaking hands. He looked at the crowd, teachers, students, and parents. He took a deep breath and began, "Good morning, everyone. My name is Amir, and I come from a small town. But I believe that dreams do not need big cities, They need big hearts. The room became quiet. Amir spoke clearly, slowly, from his heart. When he finished, everyone clapped. That day, he didn't win first place, but he won second. And for the first time in his life, he received applause, not laughter. He went home smiling, carrying his small certificate proudly. His mother hung it on the wall beside their family photo and said, "This is just the beginning, my son." Months passed. Amir's studies continued and his English improved. But one day, something terrible happened. His father fell sick. He couldn't drive anymore. The family's income stopped. Amir's mother tried to manage, but bills grew. One evening, Amir heard his parents whispering. They were talking about taking him out of school. Amir's heart broke. He went to his room and cried quietly. He didn't want his parents to see his tears, but then he wiped his eyes and made a decision. He would help his family and continue his education. He started selling old newspapers and bottles in the evening. He worked at a local tea shop on weekends. He studied late at night after finishing work. Sometimes he was so tired he could barely keep his eyes open. But he reminded himself, if I stop now, all my dreams will stop too. His teacher, Mr. Rahim, noticed how tired he looked and asked why. When Amir told him, the teacher smiled sadly and said, "Hard times test your strength, Amir. You're stronger than you think." Those words stayed with him. One afternoon, a volunteer group visited Amir's school. They came from the city to help rural students improve their English. One of them, a young woman named Sarah, gave a speech in fluent English. Amir listened with wide eyes. After her talk, he gathered his courage and said, "Miss, how can I speak like you?" Sarah smiled. "By making mistakes every day and not being afraid of them," she replied. She started teaching him pronunciation tips, small grammar tricks, and how to speak naturally. She told him about a free online English course. Even though Amir didn't have a smartphone, she sometimes let him use hers after class to listen to lessons. Sarah became his mentor, not only in English, but in life. She told him, "You don't need to be rich to dream big. You need to be brave to stay consistent." The national exam was coming. Everyone was nervous, especially Amir. This exam could decide if he could go to college with a scholarship. For months, he studied day and night. Sometimes he forgot to eat. His mother had to remind him to rest. The night before the exam, Amir couldn't sleep. He walked outside and looked at the stars. They shone above his small house, and he whispered, "Please, let my hard work be enough." The next morning, he went to the exam center with trembling hands but a brave heart. The exam was long and difficult. Some questions he didn't know, but he stayed calm. When it was over, he walked home quietly. He didn't know if he had done well, but he knew he had tried his best. 2 weeks later, the results came. The school notice board was surrounded by excited students. Amir stood back, afraid to look. His heart beat faster than ever. Finally, he stepped forward and searched for his name. There it was, written clearly near the top. Amir passed with distinction. Scholarship awarded. He froze. Then he shouted with joy. Tears filled his eyes. He ran home as fast as he could. His mother was cooking. He held the paper in his hand and cried, "Amma, I did it. I passed. I got the scholarship." His mother hugged him tightly, crying too. His father smiled proudly from the chair. That night, their small house was full of light and laughter. Amir's dream had finally started to come true. Years later, Amir became a teacher. He returned to his town and started a small learning center for poor students. He taught English, shared books, and told them, "I was once just like you. I didn't have much, but I had hope." Children loved him. He told them stories, sang songs, and made them believe that learning could change lives. When people in the town saw him, they said, "That's Amir, the boy who never gave up." And Amir always smiled because he knew dreams come true. Not when life is easy, but when you keep believing, even when it's hard. Thank you for listening. I hope this story inspired you to keep learning, keep practicing, and never give up, no matter where you start. Remember, every word you learn, every mistake you make, Every step you take brings you closer to success. Keep learning English and keep believing in yourself.